Join me as I dive deep into the reasons why women cheat on their partners, and I'm going to challenge myself to talk to real women about their experiences. Infidelity is a complex and delicate topic that can be really hard to navigate, especially when it comes to understanding why women cheat on their partners. It's a question that has puzzled many of us, and yet it's often shrouded in mystery and misconception. One common myth is that women are inherently more faithful than men, and that they only cheat when they're deeply unhappy in their relationships. But the truth is, women are just as capable of infidelity as men, and the reasons behind it are far more nuanced. We tend to oversimplify the issue, pointing fingers at things like jealousy, insecurity, or revenge. But the reality is that female infidelity is often a multifaceted issue with deep emotional roots. Another misconception is that women only cheat with someone they've fallen in love with, someone who's better than their current partner. But what if I told you that many women cheat with someone they don't even particularly like? It's not about the other person. It's about the emotional void they're trying to fill. It's about the thrill of being desired, of feeling seen and heard, of experiencing a sense of freedom and autonomy. We also tend to assume that women who cheat are somehow broken or flawed, that they're not as strong or independent as they should be. But the truth is, women who cheat are often just as strong and capable as those who don't. They're just struggling to make sense of their own desires, needs, and emotions, and sometimes that struggle leads them down a path of infidelity. When we try to understand why women cheat, we often look at the surface-level symptoms, rather than digging deeper to find the root causes. We might say, oh, she was unhappy in her relationship, or she was feeling unappreciated. But what we're not asking is, what was she really seeking in her infidelity? Was it emotional validation? Was it a sense of excitement and adventure? Was it a way to assert her independence and individuality? Let's talk about some of the real reasons why women cheat. One major factor is emotional dissatisfaction, feeling unseen and unheard in their relationships. When a woman feels like she's not being listened to, like her needs are being ignored, she may seek that emotional connection elsewhere. Another reason is a lack of communication and intimacy in the relationship. When the emotional connection is weak, women may look for it outside of their relationships. Societal pressures also play a significant role in female infidelity. We're living in a society that's increasingly focused on self-empowerment and individuality, and women are feeling the pressure to assert their own desires and needs. Sometimes that means seeking excitement and adventure outside of their relationships. And then there's the issue of boredom and stagnation. When a relationship becomes too comfortable, too routine, and too predictable, women may cheat to shake things up, to feel alive again. I want to share an anecdote with you that really stood out to me when I was researching this topic. A woman I spoke to, who we'll call Sarah, had been in a happy and loving relationship for many years. But despite her partner's best efforts, she felt emotionally suffocated, like she was losing her sense of identity and autonomy. She started an affair with someone who was totally wrong for her, someone she didn't even particularly like, just because he made her feel seen and heard in a way her partner didn't. It was a pivotal moment for her, realizing that she wasn't cheating because she was unhappy in her relationship, but because she was unhappy with herself. Sarah's story really drove home the point that women cheat for emotional reasons, not just physical or superficial ones. It's not about the other person, it's about the emotional void they're trying to fill. And that's what makes female infidelity so complex, so multifaceted. It's not just about fixing the relationship, it's about fixing the woman herself. In conclusion, infidelity is a complex issue that requires a nuanced and compassionate approach. It's not just about pointing fingers or laying blame. It's about understanding the deeper emotional currents that drive human behavior. By acknowledging the complexity of female infidelity, we can start to build stronger, more empathetic relationships that honor the needs and desires of both partners. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic in the comments below. If you want to explore more relationship dynamics, be sure to check out my video on why communication is key in relationships.